Have you ever been ghosted or have been the person who has ghosted someone and you feel like, oh, maybe I didn't do the right thing, maybe I'm wrong? You're not. I'm here to say that I'm validating you, that it's the healthiest thing that you can do for yourself, and it shows that you're protecting your energy, you're protecting your inner peace, your mental peace, and it's okay. Hi, this is Talk to Jax. Today we're going to be talking about ghosting and why you should ghost in 2025. Please comment, like, share, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Yes, we've all been there where we have felt the pain of being ghosted or ghosted. Now, just to let you know, I'm talking about the beginning of relationships, the dating phase, the 3 months to a year. Of course, in long term committed relationships, if you have kids or your life is entangled and you've been with your partner for many, many, many years, no, don't ghost. Try to talk it out. But in the beginning, communication, you can't not communicate, okay? You're communicating all the time. In fact, communication is the 38% and 55%. So what's the 55-38-7 formula? Basically, Albert, and I'm not quite sure if I'm saying this, Mahabrian is a researcher of body language who first broke down the components of a face-to-face conversation. He found that communication is 55%, okay? Two fives. 55% or two high fives is nonverbal, okay? Nonverbal. 38% is vocal and 7% words only. So that's actually really interesting when you take into account that ghosting is nonverbal communication. You're basically saying, I wish to break contact with you, but in a safe way, in a non-confrontational, peaceful way. And in this political climate, and if you identify as a woman or non-binary, I believe you see people's true colors when you ghost them or when you want to stop seeing them for any reason. Now, of course, this is just my experience. I could be wrong. Unfortunately, I have been in two types of situations. The first situation is where it was a slow drip, like a slow poison, where plans were made but never followed through, and words became less communication, where I was kind of like, I can tell you don't like me, why not just tell me that, or just ghost me? Anything would be better than this slow drifting apart, okay? And then the second situation is where I have ghosted someone. Because I don't like to breadcrumb. And yes, I've left on red, and I've had people be like, hey, I don't like being left on red, can you communicate with me? But that started a whole traumatizing thing of an argument of, hey, let me argue my way back to you. And that's super unhealthy. Anyone that does not accept in the first year of dating of you saying, bye, essentially, is wrong for you, and they're abusive, and you're right to have ran away. Because everyone in every relationship should respect your boundaries and your decision to either partake or not partake in dating. It's just dating. And people don't take rejection very well. And this is why you should ghost. Because everybody is very vocal nowadays. Well, I guess they've always been this way, but I feel that there is somehow a climax of something. I don't know what is going to happen, but I do know that people are very emboldened. And I know this because I have been in situations where it was violent. And I don't want you to expose yourself to anything verbally violent because it's scary and your life is at stake. A lot of women forget. And I guess people who identify as men, they forget that your life is at stake with dating, especially on dating apps. Or, I mean, you can know someone for years and you just figure out, they say one thing and you just get the ick and you figure out, like, did I really know them? Did I know them? You know what I mean? Then chills go down your body. So you have to protect yourself You're exposing yourself to different energies, different people, and they can tell you anything they want, especially on dating apps. So you have to be hard pressed, hardcore in this. And I know some people will disagree with me and say, well, ghosting hurts feelings and you should always talk about it. I've tried to talk. I've tried to talk about it. I have, just the other day, I was like 2 sentences in, I was like, yeah, no, this is not for me. This is not going to work out. We don't have the same passions. I'm okay to like what I like. You are validated to like what you like. Please know that. Please do not date if you don't think you're validated for your own preferences. There is no rule to dating, and anyone who should like subject you to a rule of you shouldn't do this, you should give me a chance. No, you don't have to give anybody a chance. You don't have to be with anyone you don't want to be, okay? No is a complete sentence. I don't want to be with you is a complete sentence. And you shouldn't have to give them anything further. I actually beg to differ in the fact that there shouldn't be reasons unless they like, hey, maybe you should see the dentist, or you're giving them feedback like maybe you should dress better. There should be no reason for you to have a long drawn out conversation if you've been seeing someone for just 3 months. Okay, that is not a big deal. That is an exploration stage of, is this person for me? And the first stages of dating, for your mental health and for your heart, keep your heart here. Okay, keep it strangled and to yourself. You're so much sexier when people know that you can walk away like that. And you should walk away like that. That is not toxic. It is okay because you know that you're valued. You're not going to stand here and harm yourself. You're not going to let someone treat you badly. Even if you've been in an established relationship for years, you should always have a rainy day fund, like, okay, bye, it's not working out. You're disrespecting me. Bye, bye. Always be ready to say bye. Life is a journey. Life is long. And loyalty is really hard to come by. And anyone who disrespects you, you should leave immediately. There are over 8 billion people on this planet as of now. I guarantee you'll find someone you'll be okay at any age, no matter what. Okay? You can't just stay with someone for the wrong reasons. And you have to love yourself first and foremost. No one is going to love you unconditionally. Only your parents are. And if you're that 0.0000001%, I love you too, and that's amazing. But please do not give your advice to everybody because not everybody is the exception to that little rule, okay? I'm trying to protect people. I'm trying to enlighten them to be here for them. And my aunt and uncle, for example, are those types of people. Well, we met in high school. We've been together for plus 50 years. Well, that's great for you, but don't give people advice like, try to work it out after only 6 months of being with each other. You'll find someone. It's not that hard. And once you do find someone, do not make that relationship your identity. Always be ready to walk away. They should not be your whole life. Have hobbies, interests, and love yourself first and foremost. 90% of the reason that relationships fail is because people forget to prioritize themselves and their interests, and they become, it's like, I always look at people before and after, like on TikTok, like before the relationship, after the relationship, and it's like, some people really are night and day. They really do switch it up. Like, you'll be dating them, become serious, and then it's like, who is this person? You never liked that before, and it's like, who are you? And some people look prettier in a relationship or they look uglier in a relationship. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. I think that you should be stable and you should be the same person whether you're in a relationship or not. And you should not be dating if you cannot maintain that same sense of identity. Having a strong identity dictates healthy relationships. Knowing who you are and what you like is healthy. It is nice. It is correct. It is beautiful to know who you are and to stick to that no matter what. That is what makes you valuable. You cannot say, I'm more beautiful without that person. You should be beautiful with or without that person because you're not sacrificing yourself, your morals, your values. You're remaining the same. You are the same person, and you will continue to be the same person with or without that person. I know there's love songs going, but your love changed me. It opened my life and my eyes, blah, blah. No, that is romance, and that is artistry, okay? Yes, there are people, Volunteer at a homeless shelter, okay? If you want people to open a path into your life. Take a yoga class. Get enlightenment that way. But do not hinge your self-respect on someone else. That's how you lose. That's how you lose. I'm not a person that's for, by the way, this is off the left field, but I'm not a person for couples counseling. There's just too many choices, too many options. Once someone disrespects me or loses my trust, that is the foundation of everything, I'm gone. Trust is everything. And you need to prioritize yourself, okay? You can't be the person of, well, this person cheated on me, but it's okay. We went through it. He'll never or she'll never do it again. No, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment in the future. You're telling that person, it's okay that you cheated on me. It's okay you disrespected me. Because we talked it out. No, that is when you use nonverbal communication and you leave. Once one person makes one mistake and jeopardizes your health, exposes you to heartbreak, exposes you to mental and physical distress, exposes you to STDs, like, you need to run away. That's not something you talk out. That's not something you get over, okay? You can't make compromises that compromise you or your health. Your mental health is everything. This is why you should ghost, and this is why you should be ready to ghost at any moment in your life. And I know it's not very popular advice, but I think it's the only advice in 2025. I think going through a pandemic has showed us how much relationships, well, romantic ones, really matter to people. I truly believe that the only relationships that you can really count on are your friends, your dog or your cat or your exotic animal, and your parents. That's it. That's all you have, and yourself. You want to focus on a relationship with yourself. A relationship should be an add-on, okay? Because your mental health is your source of having a home and maintaining a home, of having sustainable resources, a sustainable income. If you don't have your mental health, you have nothing. Everything costs something in this life, either financially or mentally or physically, okay? And you want to make sure dating exposes you to trauma, so much trauma, especially dating apps, because that person could be anybody. That person could be anybody, babe. And you have to pay attention to love bombing, to breadcrumbing, to just manipulative tactics that people use to get what they want. That's why I'm a strong advocate of people saying no. Because then you can see they have tantrums. And people have tantrums. They endanger your life. They endanger you. Don't you care about yourself? Don't you love yourself? Don't you love yourself enough to walk away from someone that would treat you poorly? Especially in the beginning. That's why ghosting is okay. You're communicating in a very strong way that you found their behavior unacceptable, and you're protecting your inner peace and your energy. You do not want to be with energy vampires. You don't want to be with people. You don't want to give someone a chance because then you're just a doormat. You don't want to be a doormat, okay? People treat you the way you let them treat you. So I am advocating that you disappear the moment they disrespect you. And I've tried both ways, like to talk it out, where I just expose myself to, because I date women and men. So men in particular, when you reject them, wow, they are mean and scary and not nice people. They will try to argue their way into a relationship, which is disgusting and predatory behavior. This is wrong. I have no clue who taught them this, why it was given the okay with their parents, but you cannot convince any. In fact, that is abusive, borderline sociopathic behavior. They're only caring about themselves. If they're going to insult you when you say no, and they're ready to hurt you, they never liked you. People who like you always respect you because they don't want to lose you. This person who's treating you like trash never cared about you. You should not have one single tear. And also the people who say, well, ghosting's also manipulative. I'm not saying to ghost to manipulate someone or, to use it as stonewalling. I'm saying to ghost and never talk to that person again. You have to be ready to never talk to them again. But you should be okay with never talking to someone who wasn't really in your life to begin with. Wow, 3 months they've been there. Okay, get over it. Bye. That is a you issue right there. 3 months to a year is just seeing if you guys are compatible. It's just a compatibility thing, okay? And you're entitled to not have to say anything to anyone at any moment. And I make the argument, like I said, to never, especially on dating apps, to never talk it out, to never say anything, because then you're going to expose yourself to harm. And I'm trying to protect you from harm, babe. You have to protect yourself. Only you can protect yourself. You are the master of your domain. No one else controls you. No one else should control you. You don't owe anyone expectations. You don't need to give them any expectations, because then they get little openings, a sliver of an opening that they think they can get through. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. Repeat every day in the mirror. You don't want toxicity. You don't want harmful behavior. You love yourself. You are number one. You matter. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're everything that you need in life. And anything else is an add-on. And it is okay to walk away. It is okay to ghost. You do not owe anyone anything, especially your time. Thank you for listening. This is Talk to Jocks. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I'm at 11. Yay! Thank you so much for the... Well, I like to say subscribe, but really follow, because I'm not monetized and you're not really subscribing to anything. But you are subscribing to me. I love mental health. I love to fortify our mental fortress and protecting ourselves in this world and making it safer. I really hope you found this video useful. Please don't forget to comment, turn on notifications, share, and I can't wait to see the discussion below. I'll see you guys. I might be changing my schedule to making episodes every other day because of my disease. I have Crohn's. I might talk about that. I might not talk about it. I'm not quite sure. But I am talking about it right now, I guess. I might change my schedule to every other day. It depends because I am flaring. I know my schedule is episodes every day and shorts 3 times daily, but it depends. And if you're still here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Here's a lot of hearts. Here's a lot of love. Love yourself. You control your life. You love yourself, and that will carry you throughout your whole life. Life is long. Don't let your guard down ever.